Release District.
Agbaya, 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 Agbaya. Come on, you know what it is, man. Live in the flesh.
In the flesh, we are live.
It's the Agbaya show, episode 10. And you're tuned in with Damo.
And J. Jules.
Come on, my guy. How's it been, man? Come on.
I am good, man.
It's been a nice week, man. Sun's out as well, man.
Sun's out.
Come on, maxi dresses. You know what that means,
Maxi
man.
season.
That's what I want to be seen in the maxi dress. if I don't see that, don't wear it. Just go and wear jeans, man.
Yeah, just wear jeans,
You get me?
man.
But you know how it is, man. We hope you're all good. We're moving on. Agbaya of the week.
Agbaya.
And this one, yeah, you know, it's sad, man, because, brother, like, I'm always against people for their kids and supporting their children. And like, when I saw this one, it kind of disappointed me. And like, obviously, without further ado, we're talking about BENZINO, innit?
BENZINO.
And like, obviously, I'm not sure a lot of people know that his daughter is LERAY. Obviously, I don't even really listen to her like that, but I rate her work rate, consistency, and you know what? I want to see someone do well. So even if I'm not really a fan of her music, I'm always happy to support and push her to the. You get me? You know how it is, man. You see a young black sister doing well. I don't know, black, mixed race, whatever. Like whoever it is doing well, you want to promote. But my man was laughing at her due to her opening sales. I think it said, obviously I'm going to put it up there. Obviously it said, you know, she's due to sell 11K units in her first week of her album. And like, you just put out bare laughing emojis. And like, you know what, unless it's a personal relationship between them two that they can handle that banter, yeah, man, you don't do that for your daughter on a global platform. You know what I mean? A worldwide platform. Like, everybody's going to see that. Everybody knows who you are. And you're there shitting on your daughter. It's mad. How you feeling about that?
It's absolutely crazy, bro. Like, first and foremost, like, it's family matters, obviously. But like, regardless of what it is, you know, your daughter's come a long way. Obviously, I don't personally know the girl, but anyone trying to do any sort of business, just releasing a body of work or even a project, is an achievement, regardless of the sales and that. You should be there, and then it's your daughter.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then again, in social media, everybody knows. Obviously, from the little research I've done, I don't even think they see eye to eye. But it's like, come on, man. This is 2022. Like, a lot of people are losing their lives, whether it's COVID or just normal stuff. Even in America, what did you hear about a shooting?
Which one?
In Brooklyn, there was a shooting this week. People are losing their lives, and your own daughter, you're not here to support it. It's an error for me, man.
It's a mad error. You know the worst thing about it? Your daughter or your son, they're always going to want validation from their parents.
100%.
Always. And the fact that you're not validating them, you're going to push her to other man validating and possibly, you get me, doing other things to your daughter or your son. You understand? Exploiting your kids due to the fact that you weren't there. And yeah, man, that's that in a nutshell, bruv. Agbaya of the week. I don't really want to see, man, you get me, bantering their daughter online or bantering their son, because if their daughters get clarted and the sex tape comes out, it's the same people that's gonna be saying rah, you know what I mean? So obviously I know I went too extreme, but you know. Obviously next we're moving on, and this one, yeah, it's an interesting one to me. Yeah, I just got to talk about it. And like, it's just like the roles of like main chicks and side chicks. You understand? And obviously, I don't know if, I'm sure, you know, last week what was trending was the little interview or whatnot, face to face with Lani, Esther, and what's the other girl's name? I think Bianca. You see, talking about my man Mark Cuban and the situation. Obviously, I got a lot of points from it, but one of my points which complements my topic is that, like, as I was just looking at these girls in the room, like, as sad as it is that, you know, they've been, you know, stuff has gone on with this guy and them, they've all gone for the same guy. Like, let's honestly be real about this. They all went for the same guy, knowing that this guy was a sort of way towards certain people. Obviously, to me, it's allegedly, even though these girls are coming out, because, you know, last episode was one-sided story. I want to hear his side of the story, even though, like we said, an abuser is an abuser, but I don't want to use those sort of words because you get me. I'm not really trying to talk about shit on a man like that. I don't do that. But what I'm trying to say is that Esther knew that I don't want to say names because I don't want to talk about them. I'm just putting this in a scenario. One girl knows that girl A knows that D-boy is an animal, savage. Yeah, she likes him because of the fact that he's a savage to other people, as it gives her a sense of power, knowing that this guy's gonna savage for me. You understand? Girl B knows girl A. Yeah, she knows girl A is going out with D-boy. Yeah, but she doesn't mind it. She's like, okay, you know, like as long as you know you do your thing, keep me out of your business. She doesn't come to me. I'm good with it. You understand? So girl B knows that D-boy is going out with girl A, but she's still there for the ride. You understand? Now girl C knows that D-boy is smashing out A and B. Yeah. Girl A is taking out the whip for him. He's driving the whip around with girl C in it. You understand? So she knows. Then now she knows about girl B because, you know, D-boy chatting saying, why this thing always dialing me, man? She's loose, man. That's all in my side. Da, 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 da. So what I'm trying to say, yeah, if everybody understood their roles in this situation, apart from the abusing side, would this thing still be an issue? If everybody knew their role, the main thing knew she's a main thing. She knew that the sidekick was the sidekick.
It's tricky.
It's a tough one.
It's tricky and it's sticky. But yeah, it's tricky because obviously we don't know what the guy is saying to these girls and how he's making these women feel.
Okay.
Because a sidekick might not always know she's a sidekick. If the attention is there and that, and she's happy with how the guy is treating her, then who are we to say whatever the situation is, innit? So I don't really know, innit? Obviously, with a main, it's mad, you know, it's really a mad thing. But obviously, I don't know.
Because because you have to deep it, yeah. I'm going to statistics now. Look at me, the way I'm saying statistics.
Ini the beninging.
I'm going to statistics now, yeah. And what I do understand is that there's more women on this earth than men. Yeah. I do understand that not every woman is fertile. Yeah. So not every, so to those people in layman terms, not every woman can have kids. Yeah. The same way with men, not every man can have kids. Cool. What I do also know is that, you know, when it comes to weddings, marry one woman, you understand, 1-to-1. This is where I get a bit stuck. Because even though that's the law and, you know, what we learned when we were young, bruv, like, is polygamy really a taboo? When you just look at the environment, bruv, just look on the fields. Okay, let's just say we're on the fields right now. We just see a herd of women. Half of them are settled and, you know, patterned, and the other half are just walking around in the wilderness, looking around. You understand? That's the streets. They're looking for somebody to grab onto. And now some of these girls are becoming side chicks. Should the main chick really see that as an issue?
Yeah, because obviously we have to be real, innit? Obviously, it depends on your stage and where you are in life, innit? For me, because it's the same with guys, man. We chat shit as well, innit? If we find that we're the side thing, for most of us, innit? Some guys, they don't care. But even with that, I feel like that is an issue. And for the people I'm trying to move with, I don't think you should normalize. I don't think you should normalize you being second best, bro. Like, because I'm looking at it from a standpoint of you're investing in a girl, in relationship. Obviously, the whole thing of a relationship is not based on this one thing, but it's an investment. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm investing my time. I'm investing whether it's vacation dates, whatever the case may be. But even time, like, fuck money. This is what I'm trying to say. Fuck money. Like, Excuse my language as well. But time is the most important thing. So for me, it's like if you're giving your time, because brother, you could be doing anything. Like for me, my thing is all about improving, innit? So I can't just settle where I'm at financially, even if I'm in a good job or whatever. I want to be promoted. You know what I'm saying? I want another career path. I want another challenge. So with me, I'm always like learning new things, or I'm trying to improve in things. So with that being said, that's a lot of my time being invested in learning. And stuff, you know what I'm trying to say. So if I take the time out of that to be with a girl or whatever, that is hardcore. And more time, even if I'm with a girl, sometimes if the chemistry is not there, trust me, I'll be like, I could have just been at home or whatever. I could have just been doing something that is worth my while, innit?
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say. So I think with that being said, I think most people should think like that. If they don't think like that, it's cool, but see the signs in it. With certain things, it's just about seeing the signs as well, innit?
It's so tough because I want to be advocate here, yeah? Because a wise man said, yeah, work smart, not hard. Now you have one investment. So think about it. If you had 5 wives, that's 5 investments, yeah? And if you I don't want to use the word train, because train can be quite triggering, but I'm going to use it. You train each one of them wives to do a certain role, yeah? If you put all of those wives together, it makes a whole, you get me? It completes the whole picture, and it takes away the whole, if man's wasting my time on that one investment, you get me? Because, you know, when we put all our eggs in one basket, that's one investment, and if that investment doesn't work out, we risked it all. Whereas if you split your risk, you get me, among the, unfortunately, you understand, the woman you've married, you realize that it could possibly be easy, that could possibly be easier, or it could be more complex because you're dealing with 5 different personalities. That's what we're scared of. We're dealing with 5 different people with different personalities and different attitudes. But when we really, if everybody, even a man, all submits in that house, that house will be excellent in terms of execution and running.
But it doesn't work like that as well.
It doesn't. No.
And obviously, for me, it's perspective. Like you can obviously I can have different women.
Yeah.
But I'm doing business with them, and it's strictly business. When it comes to like emotions, now, okay, let's talk about the real thing. We're talking about relationships, main thing, side thing.
Yeah.
If I have a girl, yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Dave as well with his bar, the clingy thing. If she ain't clingy, trust me, man don't want that. You know what I'm trying to say? So with me, I could deal with one girl being clingy. But trying to deal with 5 girls being clingy, that headache, that sort of effort is a bit too much for a guy like me. I'm not gonna lie.
But now let me ask you a question now. Remember because you got 5 wives. So it's not that they all don't know each other. They're all gonna be living with each other. So even though they may be clinging to you, surely one of the wives, they'll all be able to attend each other's attention and needs to you. You understand? You see what I'm trying to say? So it's
no, because women are jealous. It's not that easy. Women are jealous.
But so are men.
That's why I said, brothers, we shouldn't normalize us being a side chick as well.
But then women are jealous. However, this is where submission, and remember, submission is not a word that you're just a rag or doormat that everybody walks over. Like if everybody submits in that house, that jealousy, all that pride and ego, obviously there'll always be an element, but that part will go, knowing that this man is literally provided for each one in that house. It's tough.
We don't think like that.
We don't think like that.
We're all emotional. Men and women, we're all emotional. So if we start seeing someone else get treated in a certain way, and this is everywhere, whether it's siblings or you're in a workplace, if you see your manager being nice to someone else, yeah, and you don't get that treatment, you're gonna feel away. 100%. You know what I'm trying to say? And then we're dealing with women that are going through hormones, periods and stuff. So if it's the other's wife's time of the month and it's not another one, but she, you know, and when it's the time of the month, she's all over the place. Bro, she's got to act out a character. You know what I'm trying to say?
But then again,
all of you could go Nando's or wherever it is, you're all eating out. And that one that's emotional now, she pulls Coca-Cola in your face. What are you trying to say? Well, you got to look at the other wives and think, yo, why are you not backing it? Like
the other wives will back it. They all slap. What do you mean?
But you need to understand why she's emotional.
Go to Nigeria, yeah, and go and tell one of those chiefs' wives to go and pour Coca-Cola down his shirt, bro.
Even if they're doing that, if they're doing that, just know one of those wives here, even in Nigeria, they're cheating.
True. And this is where
I'm telling you, the gate man is even breaking her back out. And I'm telling you now, once whoever is the chief or whatever, he realizes, the gate man's been. He even himself is gonna feel away. So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you need to like.
It's a tough one, man.
that's
It's
what
balance. It's all it all comes down to balance.
But I'd rather one girl anyway. For me, I'd rather one girl.
Obviously, we all rather one girl, but at the same time, you know,
Is that true? Are you speaking for everyone? Can you say that with your chest?
I cannot say it. I don't even know why I said it now. I need to check my drink. And somebody put spiking material in my drink. But no. But it's one of them ones, yeah. Personally, like, and that was just one of the points I got from that show. I was just looking at them, you know, main chick, side chick, and it was very disastrous. It was very disastrous. But at the same time, I felt like if my man was more patterned and more calculated and really patterned, you understand, the situation without the excess, I'm sure that it would have been a different situation.
But that's what I'm trying to say. There's only so much a man could be patterned. These girls, it's for me, I feel like with a relationship, it's time and effort. And especially with one girl, it's time and effort. So talk less of multiple girls. And then you got to understand the phone as well. What, you're going to date a few girls and have 2 phones. And then you're hiding one phone.
It's long.
Trust me, you ain't even gonna have peace of mind.
It's all long, but you know what it is, yeah? More time, I know this is not in an ideal world, but more time, some women out there, if you actually tell them the deal, like, you know, man's actually out there, you know. Some, I know it sounds mad, but some will understand. Some actually,
they will, but it's only
not that they will accept it.
Time is only a moment of time, man.
Bro, it's just the same way of saying now, yeah? Actually, no, I don't even want to use that example because that's kind of mad. But it's just like, no, it's just like, bro, it's like you dealing with a thing now. You have a youth, yeah, and the thing don't know, and you're probably 2 years in deep, and you tell her now, I got a youth.
No, but I'm a savage for that.
But it's gonna be harder. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be harder for her to let go of you than tell her at the beginning, because she's still got that trace of, bruv, do I really want to live this life with a man that's just having a youth? But when she actually sees that, this youth's out of nowhere 2 years down the line, I'm heavily invested in this guy, and you know what? This guy is actually even fending for this kid, even though he lied. Don't get me wrong, the lie is still an issue, and some girls will leave from that. But possibly this can work out. There'll still be headaches down the road. She could even possibly start plotting something, just to get her feelings, just to get feel payback. But more time, bruv, I feel like it just all works out. The same, I feel like both men and women can be patterned, but it's just who is the patterner. That's it. Make sure you subscribe. You get me? Come on. What are we telling now? How you feel about that?
Make sure you subscribe first and foremost.
Come on.
For me, it's just, I think all in all, everybody should know what they want, and I feel like if you are unsure, like the major thing is communication and transparency. If you're having doubts in your relationship, always ask your partner, what are we? What is it? What are we doing? You know what I'm trying to say? If it's a long-term thing, you need to ask certain questions. Like, okay, what are we saying? Like, how are we moving forward? Whether it's you guys are dating, but you're still in your parents' house. Okay, let's open up a bank account. Let's go for viewings. You know what I'm saying? Let's start looking at apartments. Okay, if you are living with your missus, but you're not, you need to ask the question, like, are you ever gonna propose to me? Like, whatever, we've been going out, you have to express your feelings, like, because I think with humans as well, we'll bottle things up, and then one day you're just gonna lash out. And I think that this is where these problems are as well. And then you need to have your partner on, I won't say on a leash, but let them know, like, I'm thinking of these things. Because I think once you allow your other partner to get comfortable, this is where side things and that come into place. Because the reason why a man's probably got a side thing, he's doing things that you're not even noticing, but then the girl at work is noticing. And then before you know it, bruv, he's heavily invested in another girl.
How many people have work husbands and work wives?
He's a mazzoline.
Raise your hands. Look, even though we can't see you, we can see you.
We
can see you.
But just make sure you like and subscribe.
Come on, man.
My guy. But, it's a mazzoline. It's a mazzoline.
No, talk to me. What are you telling me?
No, that's all I can say, I think everybody just needs to pay attention, innit? And just...
No way, listen. Don't never, like my guy J. Jules said, like, communication is key. You need to know where you stand. I know it's scary. Sometimes you don't even want to hear what the person has to say, because you already know.
You have to lay it out, man.
You already know it might not. Let's say even on being on the receiving end, like you're client a girl, you really want to be with her, and now you already know that, bro, she doesn't want to be with me. This is just clarting. but you still want to ask her the question just
No,
in
you
case
have
you
to
change
ask
your
the
mind.
question, man.
You have to ask it. Even though she's going to say, listen, bruv, you already know the deal. Are
Because then
you
at least
dumb?
you got closure and,
Yeah.
and there's no regret. Because that's another thing as well. Like, you can't live in regret, bro.
That's it.
You know, it's either risk or regret. And which one are you gonna pick? I'll leave you with there. Make sure you like and comment below. The Agbaya Show.